second topic of the day. Let me get the timestamp for that. And as we go into our second topic of the day, just want to remind people to like, subscribe, share this out. And we are going to be talking about First Descendant. It launched last week to mass success. People are playing it like crazy across all platforms, and having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, we have two people on the panel who have actually had a chance to put a pretty good amount of hours into the game. So I'm gonna kick it off with Jubei this time. Jubei, what are your thoughts so far on playing First Descendant? Oh, going once.
Jubei?
All right, one more time.
What are your thoughts on playing First Descendant? Your first impression?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you want to come back to me?
Yeah, I'll come back to you. Yeah, yeah.
First.
You're all good. All right, Nappy, you're up. You're up. What are your thoughts on First Descendant? I know you got more than 10 plus hours into this.
Actually, yes, I've even got a little bit of gameplay for you guys to enjoy in the background. As we talk about this topic. So, First Descendant, I currently, let's look at my library. I have a total of 33 hours in First Descendant. So that's a decent amount of time. So it's right now, I have a total of 5 different Descendants so far. Even though I did my starter build, I actually did put $30 into First Descendant because I wanted Sharon as my first Descendant, which she only costs around like $5 of the crypt currency. And also I did get Iseso, which is the bomber like first Descendant that I got. So he's currently a level 36, while Sharon's already got maxed out to level 40. As far as the bosses going by, I am currently around level 70 as far as my equipment is concerned.
Hey,
wait,
got
what?
30 hours and he ain't playing.
Oh, you got 30 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
33.
Actually, to be exact, I got 33 hours.
Yeah, 33.
Okay.
Don't disrespect.
I am 2 bosses away from beating the whole main story. So I actually got a good amount of gameplay into this. And to give you guys a backstory about these type of games, I was a heavy Warframe player. So a lot of my references, as much as people say, oh, don't try to compare it to Warframe and Destiny, you kind of got to compare it to Warframe and Destiny because those are its biggest competitors right now is Warframe and Destiny 2 because they already have their established player base. And here's First Ascendant coming in trying to grab that established player base. Now, as far as the game right now, peaking around 230,000 players around the first week. Because it's free to play, you got to rate it differently. You want to see long-term numbers. I mean, the first week is always going to have like these crazy amount of numbers because it's a free entry to play. Now, I will say though, this game does take a lot from Destiny and Warframe. Some good stuff, some bad things. Starting off with the good things. I have to say, as playing as Sharon's like the assassin type character that is electric based. I really do enjoy playing with her. As far as playing Asimo, he's a demolition type. He's a fire-based character. I'm right now currently leveling up, and I'm enjoying him. The story of First Ascended is meh. It's not bad, but it's not like this crazy, like in-depth story. They're basically trying to find these iron hearts, which are these little mystical orb things that basically grant you powers and can do all this crazy stuff. I'll admit, sometimes it seems like there's multiple iron hearts. At the beginning of the game, you kind of lose one. The second one, you kind of get betrayed and they take it. And then you get the third one, which you finally get to keep. And then you're trying to figure out how to harness this power. So it's not a too depth in story. And honestly, sometimes they drag the story out just for the game. As far as like gameplay wise, the guns feel good. I do not like the casting times of any of the Descendants because you're still vulnerable, so you can't just. And the casting times can take up to a second and a half, which, like, you will literally stop everything that you're doing to do a casting animation, and you will get like lit up in the middle of it. So you got position is extremely important on this.
You know who that doesn't happen to?
Well, who?
Bunny.
No, we're not going to talk about Bunny. Okay, we're not going to talk about Bunny. So actually, and that's actually funny too. The one thing I will say though about Bunny's actually good for crowd control. She is not that great for bosses. And trust me, when you get to the later boss,
melting them. I don't
no,
know about you.
No, you will trust me. When you get to the later bosses, it shows. Like Bunny is like you see a Bunny character on your team going to certain boss battles,
You roll your eyes.
you run into some issues. Especially there's like one boss that's he's like the third boss from the last. He's like a fire base, and what the game doesn't tell you is that this motherfucker got 90 plus resistance to fire base attack. I mean, not fire base attack, fire bullet. Basically gun based attack. So basically, you could be shooting this thing all day, and he has 90% resistance to all your bullets. This is an ability damage dealer, and he's already has strong resistance against fire, and a very strong against fire, and strong resistance against thunder. So you take a Bunny in there, Bunny's going to get chewed up. Firebase, all the Firebase characters are basically like they can't really dish out damage because he has high resistance.
So you're really shoot with Bunny though. It's all.
I mean,
that's not going to really fuck with me like that.
The thunder is not going to do much. And guarantee you that I can. Let's just say like it did. Like we had to remove all the bunnies away from our team to get these bosses done. And also like as you get further into the game, that's when like the modding of this game is going to take heavily effect because because like I said, your Descendant can only go up to mastery rank 40, which is kind of okay. I know that it took a lot of things with Warframe as far as the mana system goes. I do think it's a dumbed down version, and some of the mods don't kind of make any sense. And also, I don't like the fact that there was a cash grab way of basically once you max out your Descendant, when you get to level 40, you get this special like in-game currency item for the first time you max out a Descendant. It adds 20 extra modding points to your Descendant, but it's like one of the in-game grinding gears. But you can also purchase it for like $5 of USD currency compared to in-game currency, which is kind of a turnoff. But at the same time, Warframe kind of does the same thing with their catalyst things, that when you smack it onto maxed out weapons and maxed out Warframes, it actually doubles the mod capacity from 30 to 60. The polarity slots, I think they were a little stingy with the polarity slots. I think I could have added more. It's not bad, but it's again, it's not really the best thing of it. As far as customization goes, I actually hate it. I'm okay with buying cosmetics as far as like you want to look like a little maid's outfits and want to be running around with the maid. It's okay. I'm cool with that. My issue is that they took the worst part. They took the cosmetic of old school Destiny 2, where you only get one type of paint and you can apply that to a certain part of your armor one time. And the fact of the matter is you cannot customize default skins. So you have to go to the store or find some way to unlock one of those epic skins. Then you can apply your paint onto that instead of just allowing you to apply your paint on the default skin. I don't know why the fuck they did that, but that to me is extremely scummy. Like, allow people to customize a character. Even Destiny 2 realized how scummy that was, and they changed it where, hey, if you own the paint, you own the paint. That's yours forever.
Question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
How difficult is it to acquire that particular currency that's typically for premium skins? I forget what it's called.
Actually, so I don't really know. I don't, as far as it, because I put $30 into it just because I wanted to play with my own type of Descendants. I didn't feel like grinding, because I would say grinding for Descendants, I was able to grind 3 different Descendants, so that's easy. As far as grinding the skins, I don't see a way of you grinding the skins, which is an issue for me. I have never unlocked a skin naturally.
Got it.
So that's why I say like the whole customizing skin thing is like a big issue for me, because the game really needs to let you be able to customize the default skin. It doesn't make any sense why you have to buy one of the other skins and then you can apply your paint onto that. That to me is extremely scummy. So for that being said, also boss battles are really good. I actually do enjoy them. As you get progressively further into the game, you will notice that the bosses will get significantly harder, and they will actually teach you on certain things. Like one boss will be like, hey, if you pay attention to the modding portion of this, you'll be able to beat this boss. One boss will be focusing on gunplay. One boss will be focusing on, hey, we have a high resistance against all guns, but you have to have like certain characters with certain elemental abilities to do a decent amount of damage, which was that pyro guy, which is like one of the biggest hurdles for First Ascendant as far as like difficulty gap, because that's when all the bunnies start realizing that, oh shit, I can't just run around and just shock him. It's not working, because he will murder you in a heartbeat.
Okay.
For all you bunnies.
Did
Overall,
you get to choose the tattoos?
The tattoos I did. I just haven't put them onto my Descendant at all. And also I did go for the game battle pass just because I was interested. So far I don't see the battle pass as nothing too crazy. I did get like a few gun skins and a few guns from the battle pass. I have to say, like, it's okay. I will give credit though for I have like 3 legendary guns right now. I'll give credit to the fact that it'll let you that getting all the materials to upgrade all your weapons and guns is actually really good. I actually really like that for Descendant, because I can get a gun legendary weapon that's like rank 30, but then because I have this one like item that you can honestly grind for, that's very easy to grind for, when you get to the end game when all your equipment is like level 99 or level 100, I can start spending that currency to level up all my like legendary gear to its max performance. Also, I do like the fact that you can reload all of these specs, like similar to Destiny 2, and it's actually extremely easy to get that currency. Do not sell none of your guns to the shop. Always dismantle everything that you don't need. You have a better chance of
you'll get gold, but you need the materials that come from dismantling to do anything else.
Yeah, dismantle. Always dismantle. Never sell your guns, never sell your mods. Always dismantle everything.
You know what? Not to
get going.
Off, there's one thing I don't like. I don't know if you noticed, like your reactor. There's no way to level it up. Like
you're a little low. I don't know if I'll read.
You say the reactor, you can't level up your reactor. What do you mean? You're talking about
like, you know how you can enhance like a legendary or a weapon to give it the same, like, you know, the Destiny thing where you dismantle, you give it the same level as something else, right?
Yes.
There's no way to do that for reactor unless that comes a lot fucking later.
Are the reactor pieces? I think no, I don't think so. Yeah, but at the same time,
you can enhance them in the sense that, you know, it ups their stats and you get more capacity to equip things, but it doesn't. If it's a level 23, you know, ultimate drop, it's always going to be level 23. Like, it's never going to move.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I
wish that you could feed stronger ones into this one, because it's like I like this one, but now I'm gonna have to move away from it just because of power creep and because it's getting out leveled by everything else.
Yes, but I will definitely say that's one of the reactors. Honestly, level doesn't matter as much, especially after you get to like level 70. There's still people waiting in game with like level 70 reactors, still nuking the map. So I kind of get what you're saying, but also reactors drop very often, like way too often for me not to be upset about it.
Dismantle them.
Yeah, so
like, I don't need any of these.
So overall, I would definitely also the game loop is decent enough. I do like zones. Zones are nice. So it's not really an open world type game. So basically you go into each zone, you have 3 missions plus like sometimes you have hidden missions, or you have one of those other missions where that involves maybe like defending the space for a long period of time while fighting a wave of enemies. Or
Yeah.
they have other session weapons, basically where you just run through a map with 3 other friends and then you kill a boss. They're actually fun to do. That's actually going to be your main way of grinding for descendants and weapons. It's not that hard. The drop rates are a little bit, this reminds me of mobile games, but not too bad. I mean, the drop, it's a little inconsistent for me because sometimes it takes me like 20 sessions to get one part, and then another time it took me like 2 sessions to get another part.
Don't even get me started on that. Like I don't know if you saw in the chat, I said I was going after a Descendant module for Bunny, like one of those red ones.
Mm-hmm.
I got drops for every other fucking character that I don't have.
Oh yeah, those dedicated ones.
The dedicated ones, yeah. And I finally got that one, but it's like, geez, dude. It's like, oh, it's a 1.2% drop rate. No, the fuck it is not. I didn't realize
it is 1.2% is low.
It's extremely low, but you also have to think, you have to tack on the factor of, even though this mission is for getting the specific one for your character, the whole pool of fucking characters is possible there. So that 1.2% is a lie to me.
Whoa, wait. So what do you mean? What do you mean it's a lie? I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
So it'll say, oh, it's a 1.2% drop rate to get this item to your character, right?
After you complete the mission.
After you complete the mission, but that item can also drop for any descendant in the game, even ones you don't have yet. So I feel like that 1.2 is a little facetious because I don't think it calculates the fact that it also has to check RNG against other descendants that you may or may not have.
Oh.
And I said, I got like 4 of them to drop that weren't for my character that I'm playing. So I was like, well, that seems like a high drop rate, but it's not for my character. So,
yeah. I would definitely have to say, overall, like, I think I need to see First Ascendant last at least a month. After a month, all the people remaining after that time, I'm going to consider its dedicated fan base because right now it's free to play, so everyone's jumping into this game.
Even as a free to play, I'm pretty sure this is like the most successful UI that's free to play, like in a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, it's right now. I would say successful as of a week, but it's like free to play. You want to have players over time, instead of just having immediate players. It's not like I even though yes, I did drop $30. Like again, a majority of people didn't drop any money. They just downloaded the game and play it just to see if they liked it.
I needed that ultimate skin, bro. I needed it. So
did you buy? Please don't tell me you bought the maid skin like everyone else. I was like, shh. You bought the maid skin.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, you bought the maid. What did you buy for Bunny? You bought the maid skin for Bunny?
Okay.
You know how much that cost?
She got them yams, bro. You thought
all the characters got the yams. Everyone was saying Sharon got yams. Literally every single female in that game got yams.
Mommy's
got yams. You like Bunny yams.
I mean, I do like the fact that you get Bunny early. They do let you farm Bunny relatively easily to show you how to, by the way, get Descendant.
You do get base, but I bought Ultimate.
Yeah, I unlocked Bunny for free.
Yeah, Bunny is actually should be the very first Descendant you unlock, and her legendary gun. They give that to you for free, which this Korean game definitely took some stuff off of the mobile games, because mobile games like to do that, where they would give you like the SSR character and their weapon at the very beginning, saying like, hey, see, here you go. Here's a taste of the ultimate character, and then give you that 1% to 3% chance of getting those other legendary characters.
I could definitely see that it's a Korean game because I was on Twitter earlier today and I saw one of the skins. And I was like, oh, they made a new skin for Stellar Blade. And I was like, oh no, it's First Ascendant.
No, they love their maids. They love their maids. Yeah. They love their pandas. They love their yeah, they have the panda backpack and they love their little cat outfits. Yeah, so there is a maid outfit.
Games. Check out Vindictus. That's another game by them that has a very similar theme.
Hey man, look man, they love that booty. They love that Korean booty.
I thought it was Stellar Blade for sure, and then I saw it was First Ascendant.
Yeah. My closing argument, I'll say my closing thing is, do I think First Ascendant is going to last? I think it is going to get its dedicated player base. And they already announced this roadmap for 2 seasons, so I'm really curious about that. I want to see what the player base is going to be after 1 month, and I want to see like when they're going to start implementing their roadmap as far as like extra content and new descendants. I'm already getting to the like I said, my gear's already at level 70. Sharon was my first descendant. I maxed out. She's my self-assassin descendant. I actually like her. I actually like her a lot, but the only issue with her is that she is sometimes a little bit has issues with crowd control. Where at the beginning where she kind of is a little squishy, but once you get her leveled up, get her visibility in place, and then just like come out and go into her ambush phase, that's when all the crazy amount of damage. And I'm still working on the formula for the damage per second for the bullets, because it's like the same thing I did with Warframe to calculate how much damage each gun is. Like you have the damage per second, how many rounds are per minute, then you have to do this whole divide the rounds per bullet for the second, and it's a whole equation, and then you got to add crit chance and then crit hit to it to see like to know the exact damage. Some people are starting to figure it out a little bit, but they're noticing a bunch of inconsistencies with the formulas, and I am too. So I'm wondering what the missing variables are, which I'm pretty sure is the enemy's armors and enemies like resistances. So yeah, it's going up, but I think the first Descendant does have a decent foundation. There is some stuff they need to work on. Also, make us able to customize the default skin colors. Do not make us buy one-on paints. One-on paints suck. Give us the actual paint palette and let us customize our characters. You already got motherfuckers dropping $50 on goddamn maid outfits. Just give us the colors. You are. No, I'm not putting the guy's business out there. I'm just saying, like, look, you guys already made $50. Whenever I see a maid outfit, I'm like, okay, this man dropped 50. This person dropped 50. This person dropped 50. Y'all motherfuckers already paid damn near full game price for a free to play game. Give us a free color palettes, man. Look, man, just sell the booty pick. Just sell not the booty picks. Sell the booty skins. We get it. People love the maid outfits. You guys are making money off of that. Y'all don't need to make money off of colors. Destiny 2 got rid of that for a reason. Why'd y'all pick that up? It's bad. Do not do that. But overall, I do think it's going to have a solid player base. I just want to see the numbers after a month so that I know that is this dedicated fan base for Steam. And let's see how it moves forward. And I'm actually looking forward to leveling up my other 3 Descendants that I have to level up, because I got my starter Descendant and I immediately dropped him for Sharon because I want to be a stealth assassin.
My wife's brother walked in the door right before I did the show. He's like, "Hey man, you play First Descendant?" He said, "I'm about to go play it right now." He literally like went to his car, got a controller, and started playing First Descendant off his phone through the Xbox app.
And it is a fun game. It has a fun game loop. So I can see the game loop getting somewhat boring. I mean, right now, this is currently fresh. We don't have we don't have another Destiny 2 or Warframe out there. So this can get a solid footing into the door. Like I said, I got to see after a month how many people are actually sticking around. But all those maid outfits, they made their money. They fucking made their money.
And being that it also has a mobile presence, I think it'll
last. Yeah, the mobile. I don't like how some of the mobile like microtransaction stuff carried over in this game. It clearly shows that's the one thing I hate, is they do have slightly scummy practices. But then again, Warframe had it too. Destiny 2 had it. So I understand people have to make their money there, and it's stuff that can change and adjust over time. I just want the color palettes. I want to be able to paint my default skins. I don't believe in me having to purchase a new skin, then I can customize the colors on that new skin. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
I got you. All right, Juba, did you have anything else that you wanted to add? Or I know you already made some comments.
Yeah, the store on this game is predatory. I'm not even on cap. It is. It 100% is. Like, it's crazy.
Still got your
yeah, they got me though. But yeah. I don't fuck with that part. And the default skin thing I also thought was really stupid. Having to paint so it's like 25 of the in-game currency to get a color to get one of that color, and you typically are probably going to need like 5 if you want to color a whole outfit. 6, barring like you have items that can even be colors. Some items you can't even apply color to, so there's that as well. But my bunny hit 40 today, so it's like, oh, cool. But having to grind for specific little items and shit and missions is gonna get mad dry trying to solo run through all this. Just because them drop rates are fucking abysmal. But overall, it is a lot of fun. It is gonna suffer from the problems that Destiny and Warframe and shit had, because it fucking launched with those problems instead of learning from them. But here's hoping that it continues to get better every single update, and it lasts a little bit. I mean, it's not like they're not making money, because they absolutely are with all these damn skins running around.
Zero. Both of you guys have any thoughts about the success of this game, and guys, sure you get a chance to play it?
I'd say we both been playing it.
Okay.
I'm level 40. I'm a level 40
Everyone's
Ajax.
level 40. Y'all been grinding on this
Yeah,
game.
everyone maxed out their first character already. Looks like.
Well, I'm level 23 right now,
Okay.
and I'm about 10 hours in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on my second Descendant, Frenya, the Acid Girl. So I'm working with her.
Ooh,
really
she's really good at late game. That's like one of the best damage dealers over time.
Trying to get to Kyle and Esemio, but I'll get to them when I get to them. But I really like the game. But there's so much of it that I don't engage with at all. I've just been through this road with MMOs, or however looter shooters, however you want to call them, where I sort of tune out. So I don't know what's going on in this game whatsoever. I've skipped every single piece of dialogue and story thing that has happened. I do not care. I think the only person, what's his name? Is it Jeremy? I knew that dude Jeremy sucked.
Oh, the drama dude? Yeah, he's all about like, I'm teleporting away from all of this because you're so annoying and I wish you would die. Like, he literally said that. I was like, oh my God. I'm sorry.
Like, I thought this dude was like, this dude sucks. I hate him. Anything else, I don't know why we're called Descendants. I don't know why we're doing what we're doing. I really don't care, because the gameplay loop is pretty fun. And so most of the time, the reason why, for me, I've gotten so far in this game, I spent this weekend just kicking back, watching movies, doing all this type of stuff. I just put the first Descendant on a smaller screen and just played. Didn't have no sound, no headphones in. Just ran through it. And you just get used to the loop over and over and over again, which is not that boring. The game itself, I play it in the same way that I played The Division, where there is certainly strategy to be had, and skill sets that make sense. And I think once you get to like the late game, it will really sort of come into play. But from where I'm at now, it's just replace old gun with new gun. And you just keep swapping them and swapping them and swapping them. Like, number go higher, that's the one I'm going to pick.
Wait till you get to the later game. Trust me, when you jump into a new world and they say, "Hey, you need to build up this resistance because this enemy does this type of damage." I think it's I can't remember. I think it's like the third world you jump into, or the third part of the map. When they tell you to equip toxic resistance, you better equip toxic resistance, or else you're going to have a bad day.
You talking about the one where there's pools of acid on the ground?
Not that one, believe it or not.
Okay.
It's there's actually a later part of the world where the characters do toxin damage. And let's just say, like, right now you can ignore all the elemental damage early in the game, but once you get to like that level 50 to 60 mark, when they tell you, hey, you need to mod for this resistance, you better mod for this resistance. Because especially toxin, because toxin, oh my God, man, that crap was like that. It was like a eye opener. I was like, oh shit, these enemies are actually strong. I gotta pay attention to modding now. I now have to mod anti-toxic resistance, and mod, and they'll, even when you find them bosses, they're going to tell you, hey, we recommend you to have at least a minimum of 21,000 like fire resistance, because this boss does an incredible amount of fire damage. And if you don't have that fire resistance, you will get one-shotted. It gets crazy in the late game. So modding really comes in play, and your weapons and your rolls and everything really do come in play with this game.
Yeah.
And a lot of late games,
because for me, what this is the race to the end game, and that's when the game opens up. Everything currently, like the third or second boss does chill damage. My whole point is don't get hit. Like I play a lot of these games in the same way you do, Kofi, when like Devil May Cry or Souls. It's like I don't ever block, just don't get hit. So that's like my whole motivation. Like just don't get hit.
And so, who are you playing as right now? Who are you playing as, Reggie? Oh, okay. Me too. Okay.
Yeah. So I actually like Ajax. The shield is dope. That's what made me want to go to Kyle, because I think he's like an even bigger shield person. So I'm enjoying it, but I am racing to the end game. So until I get to the end game, quite literally nothing matters to me. Like I just do not care until I get to the point where all of us can run together and then start doing some really, really challenging stuff.
Yes.
Because right now it's fun. Can't say it's challenging, but it's not meant to be yet. Like these games always open up a bit more. Once everybody's reached level 40 and you've got like 5 or 6 descendants under your belt. And like Nappy said, now bosses are doing $21,000 damage of fire. And like if you've got 0 fire resistance, you'll die in one hit. So it's time to load up and do something different. But I like it, man. The characters are cool. Gameplay's fun. It's free to play. Will it be a success? I honestly don't know. I think Nappy hit the nail on the head. Like, we still got some time to tell. Like, this early rise of people means absolutely nothing. It's a free-to-play game that came out right around the 4th of July holiday. That, the numbers don't mean anything until a month or two down the line. Who's still playing this game and who's still interested? And seeing what the First Descendant team is going to do to keep content fresh. Are we getting new Descendants? Are we getting new bosses? There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, like the game, I think it's free to play. I think if you've got a little bit of time, hop in with some friends, just run it, man. Like I said, I can't wait for us to play because I think it's very fun. So it's cool with me.
So everyone
well, really quick, I wanted to share some of my thoughts. I'm a little bit opposite to Reggie in that I almost listen to every single piece of dialogue of anybody that you're required to talk to, even the robot who gives you the assignments to like how to transfer your weapons and all that stuff. I don't
how
know
to get
why.
bunny, how to get bunny.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Like now that Reggie mentioned that, I have no idea why. I've literally listened to every single dialogue. But yes, I've been playing as Ajax. I haven't played a lot of Warframe, but I played it when it first came out. And I always tried to get back into it. But when I played Warframe, I was late to the party, and I feel like I would spawn in, and the melee always felt awkward, and then the people I played with would just take off. I'd be like, like, where are you going? Oh, okay. Just
you don't know bullet jump.
And slide and split. Yeah, exactly.
You got to learn how to bullet jump in that game.
You got to learn how to bullet jump. But to me, I never got accustomed to just like, spawn and go. Just go. Next one, go. And I'm like, whoa, like, what about exploring this chest over here? There's some things to pick up. Because I'm thinking, hey, it's a free-to-play game. Let me get everything. Nope. That's it. We're leaving. I'm like, oh my gosh. So there is a sense of that in this game as well. You might spawn into an area and there's a trail of spaces that you need to navigate through. It's definitely a little more slowed down. There's rooms that you stay in. I feel like the melee is a little bit more, I don't know, the hit detection feels a little more intact. Of course, as Ajax, I love the crowd control. I'm really starting to enjoy like just stomping on people. Basically, Ajax has like a shield that he can set up that's a wall, a shield that he can set up that's like a circle dome, a stomping capability, and then he has like this rage that he kind of, I don't know, it's almost like a God of War yell, and anybody near him will take damage or get a little bit stunned. So that's been really great. Whether I'm sniping people or I migrated Bunny's ultimate, I guess it's called like Thunder Cage capability, into one of my other like SMGs, like submachine guns. That's been really fun. Basically, like anybody I kill, they explode and lightning goes on other people. I just beat the second boss, and kind of like to Nappy's point, the second boss kind of like kicked us in the teeth a couple times. I had some people join my party that were like level 13 against like I think it's like a 29 boss, or not 29, like 20
Um,
boss.
I would say Descendant level doesn't matter too much.
Oh,
Because you can start when you start off with a new Descendant. Descendants can range from 1 to 40. It's more so the weapon gear that actually matters more than, and the modding system that matters more than the actual Descendants level. As
oh,
long as
okay.
as long as they're like up to like level 10 or 15, where they got all 4 of their abilities unlocked, that's probably the most important part. Like unless you're fighting a certain boss that like does not care about your weapon damage, that cares more about ability damage, then that will, yeah. So
No, that's good to know.
just
I actually didn't know that at all. What else was I going to say about this? Oh, yes. So I know everybody's aiming for a different hero. I am aiming for Glay. I feel the same way about Glay that Jubei feels about Bunny. Um, Trying to work on that. I know Glay is much more of an end game win. I've already done all the research, and I know all the well, I say research, but pun intended. I know you have to get all those things and then do research in the game. Um, but yeah, would like to definitely team up with you guys, but I got a ways to go, so I can max out my Ajax and unlock some of the areas so that I can start to farm for Glay.
All right. So I'm the only fraud in the group. I have downloaded the game but have yet to play it. But I should get the game tomorrow. I doubt I'll be at level 40 by the next episode, but yeah, definitely interested in checking this out.